Well, hey guys, thanks so much for tuning into my channel. My name is Ed, and today I was tagged by Nate, my buddy from Cartridge Fun on YouTube. Definitely go check out his channel to do a top 5 rarest and most expensive NES games in my collection. Now, I do have a couple of NES games over here, so I checked price charting to get the prices to see which one of these are actually worth the most. But I also took into account that, you know, it has got to be some kind of rare too. So, you know, you can have Castlevanias and stuff like that in the box and they'll be worth a lot, but those games aren't rare. Now, one of the games that is really rare but didn't make it into the top 5 list is this loose copy of Little Samson. How strange is that? Well, actually, the PAL version isn't as expensive as the USA version. Little Samson, the PAL version goes around $143. I checked on price charting for this PAL B copy. Is that a rip in the label? What? Yeah, so, no, it's not freaking Little Samson. It got knocked off the top 5 list, so yeah, this game is worthless now. Number 5. What game did get on the top 5? And you'll never guess it. It is actually freaking Stack Up. Yeah, Stack Up is one of 2 games that came with Rob, the robot, the robotic operated buddy that you could get together with your NES system. Rob usually came with Gyromite, and Stack Up was the other game that you could get. Not a great game. The USA version can go up to around $50, but the PAL B version, or the PAL version, is a lot more expensive. It's actually 40 cents more expensive than Little Samson, so it's knocking Little Samson off of that top 5 throne by just 40 cents, really. Now, this PAL version can go for $143.88. So yeah, there's my number 5 most expensive and quite rare game to get over here in the PAL regions. So that's why it's in my top 5. And yeah, I'm never ever gonna play this. I mean, I can't even play it on an emulator. Look at this, it's freaking terrible. Next up, if you're new to my channel, you might not know, but I'm a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle nutcase. Yeah, I love those little green devils, and this game was the most difficult one to get boxed. I can tell you that for sure. This game is called Turtles Tournament Fighters. As you can see, it is the PAL B version. So in our PAL game, my collection consists of a lot of PAL NES games because, well, I live in Europe, so there's a lot of PAL stuff out here. I also have some NTSC stuff, but we'll get to that later. Anyways, number 4 is Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. That's another giveaway that they call it Hero over here in Europe, even though they're Ninja Turtles, you know. PAL B, as you can see. Now, this game is kind of like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, but with your turtles and some of the baddies that they had in the cartoon. It's not a great game. What makes it kind of rare is that this game came out fairly late in the NES life cycle. It came out fairly late in the NES lifespan, and it also got ported to the Mega Drive or the Genesis for Sega, and to the SNES for the Nintendo. It also got ports to the SNES and the Genesis, so yeah, lots of people maybe bought the game on that console and didn't get it for the NES, so it was really hard getting this game complete in box. The complete in box copy goes for $204.7. Yeah, $204 for this thing. Luckily, I didn't have to pay that much, but it was tough to get this one, guys. Definitely with the box. I used to be able to get them for like 15 euros a piece 8 years ago, and then they really skyrocketed. Some people are asking 80 euros for a cart only, so yeah, that's crazy. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Anyways, the game, it's okay. It's pretty difficult, and you know, you only have 2 buttons to fight with, so yeah, it doesn't really translate well to the NES. You can better. It's much better if you get the Genesis or the SNES version of this game, really. And now we move over to number 3. Number 3 is Battletoads Double Dragon, coming in at $206.25. This complete in box game is also a really tough one to get, mainly because it's an Italian only or something. I don't know. Is it Italian only? It's a pretty fun beat 'em up. It also is a later release. It got ported to the SNES, and that's maybe why most people didn't pick it up for the NES. It was also pretty tough to find just the game because it's a PAL-A exclusive. It's a PAL-A exclusive, so not as many countries in Europe got the game, so that's why you really have to look out for it. I was able to score a complete in-box copy in a couple episodes ago, so yeah, maybe check out that video if you don't know what to do. But anyways, it's a cool beat 'em up, of course. You know, Double Dragon, you know, the really tough NES game called Battletoads, and then they sort of clashed together in this hybrid beat 'em up game. A perfect way to spend your Saturday. The perfect way to spend your Saturdays with these two franchises clashing together. So yeah, that was number 3. Now we go over to number 2, which is also a pretty rare game to get. It's rare because it only came out in Spain over here. Yeah, only Spain. It only came out in Spain over here. This game is called Snow Brothers. It is complete in box, that's why it's a bit more expensive. But yeah, rarity and being expensive too, that's why it's on the number 2. That's why it's number 2 on the list of my top 5 most expensive and rare games. This game will cost you around $210. It's an arcade game in which you play as a snowman, you throw snow to your enemies in this kind of arcade type thingy. It kind of feels like Bobble Bobble, but you're throwing snow, you're making snowballs out of the enemies, and then you can kick away the snowball and clear the stage of all the enemies, and then you get some candy and stuff. It's a pretty fun game. I used to have it on the Game Boy as a kid, and I just had to get the NES version too. Yeah, it's a shame they never really took this a bit further, maybe made a Snow Brothers 2 or anything, because it would have definitely been one of the games I would have loved to play again and again. I got this cool copy off of a friend of mine who upgraded to a better copy. This one has some rips in the cardboard, as you can see, this big rip over here, but yeah, nonetheless, I needed to have this one, so yeah. That was number 2. Number one with a whopping $434 worth is an NTSC game, and it's loose. Can you guys guess what it is? It's insane. I didn't know this game was worth over $400 freaking dollars. I don't even get why it's worth over $400 freaking dollars. The only thing that I know is that it only came out in like Canada and North America, Canada region. But anyways, let's get to the game. The game is called Power Blade 2. Yeah, Power Blade 2. Now, on the back you can see that it has like this NES USA / Canada thing. I think that's the only way it came. That's the only way it was released. But I'm not sure about it. But the only copies that I've ever seen always had that region marking on the back. So yeah, Power Blade 2 is of course the sequel to the first Power Blade, one of the NES best platforming games with cool power-ups. You have a boomerang which you control to enemies, and it upgrades very well. The second one is a bit harder actually. Yeah, but I about 6 years ago I was really looking for this game. I found it for only 15 or 8. I found it for 15 euros, that's like $18, and back then it was already going for around $200. So yeah, pretty glad I have this one in my collection, and I'm actually surprised that this is the most expensive game I have in my collection, and it's a loose one, so yeah, pretty surprised. But hey, that's what's cool about doing this tagged video, this challenge, like looking up all the prices, seeing, hey, what the frick is all this stuff worth actually, because you know, you buy it so many years ago, you store it in your shelf and you look at it, sometimes you play it, but yeah, you don't really think about pricing anymore because, you know, it becomes part of your big collection. But anyways, this Parablade 2 is freaking awesome to have, and yeah, well, I have it in a protective case now, but yeah, before it was just out in the open. I'll definitely keep this one locked or something. Anyways, as it is a tag video, I'm going to tag two of my friends. I'm going to tag Dennis Fleeman. I'm really hoping to see what he has in his collection. He has some pretty freaking expensive and rare NES games. I already saw some of that stuff. And I'm also tagging 16-Bitchium, my friend Thomas. I know he picked up a ton of cool NES games a while ago, so yeah, I'm thinking he's gonna have a cool video too, so definitely go check out their videos. Go check out Nate's video from Cartridge Fun if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. I usually put out a video every Monday, so be sure to check it out and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. See you guys later. Bye. See you guys later. Bye. See you guys later. Bye. Ugh.